Hi, this is Sharon with Positively Provost, and actually Tim is a member of our Positively Provost as well. I also own It's Time Promotions. So Tim, I just want to brag to everybody about you a little bit because as you know, I am a huge fan of yours, huge fan of yours. Like to me, you're a superhero. Your genuine, caring personality is really amazing in our community. And I don't know if everybody, like I know you do a lot of maintenance work, but I don't know if a lot of people know about what you do, Tim. I do because again, I think you're a rock star. But can you share with everybody your business and what you do with everybody?
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm Tim Cook. My wife and I own All Seasons Maintenance here in town. You could call it a handyman business, but it's honestly a little bit of everything. In the winter, we do, our main thrust is snow removal. In the summer, it's grass, and then everything else in between. Some of the big services we offer are, we do dump runs, we do eaves trough cleaning, hedge trimming, shrub removal, and even down to dog poop cleanup in the spring when everything melts. So there's there, and our logo that of course It's Time put on our truck says no job too small. There's definitely jobs that are too big, but nothing too small. We do large and in between jobs, but we'll do little, if somebody needs something heavy moved from the basement, we'll do that too. So a little bit of everything.
And I think, Tim, like I know you've helped a lot of the seniors. Like a lot of people can't get that access, can they? Like they're limited to what they can do. And that's where you shine, right? Like
Absolutely.
another
Yeah,
thing
there's a
too,
lot like,
go ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
oh no, just going to say there's a lot of people that just can't do things, and we kind of fill that service, whatever it needs. We even had an elderly couple who needed us to put that window film insulation on their windows this winter. So if it's something they can't do, don't hesitate to give us a call. We can probably do it.
And even like myself, it's not even matter I can't do it, but I just don't want to do it. Like cleaning my eaves trough. Like thank God for you. Like I had two houses to get done, and there's trees growing out of my eaves trough, Tim.
That's all right. I always say that I think Mike Rowe would be proud of us. We do a lot of the dirty jobs that a lot of people don't like to do, and I enjoy that. I think that's what sets us apart. Don't mind crawling under trailers. Don't mind crawling on roofs. Don't mind cleaning up animal waste. It doesn't matter. We just do it. So.
And you were part of the Potter House, weren't you? Did you work on the Potter House? Can you explain what all went on there?
Sure. Yeah. About halfway through, Alex was looking for someone to do some landscaping, some general cleanup. So I just introduced myself and we started small. We ended up, the outside still needs some work, but we did a lot of, 911 rescue work to the outdoors. It just needed it. And then the basement, of course, if anybody's seen the videos, the basement was full. So my brother-in-law and I, we spent, 4 or 5 days hauling stuff out of there, including 80-pound rock hard cement bags out of the old cistern through a hole not much bigger than I could fit. So you never know what you're in for.
Wow. Were you sweating, I bet, hey?
Oh yeah. We were wearing masks because it was dusty, but yeah, when I got done, I was dirty. So
basically you could do everything, and that's a great service in our small community for sure. Because a lot of our we've got all the trades in our town. Like I think we're very fortunate in our community. We have everything. We absolutely have everything.
Yep.
But you're able to fill those things where they're busy doing their thing, so you're able to come in and assist them in other ways, right? So that's cool. You work really well with everybody. Okay, Tim, I'm going to jump into some questions.
Absolutely.
So the first question on our list, Tim, is how has COVID-19 affected your business?
Well, I've definitely been able to spend more time with my family, which is really cool. We're an outdoor business, so we're blessed because it hasn't affected us nearly as much as it has affected a lot of other people who are really struggling. But we're still, my phone's still ringing. It's eaves trough cleaning season coming up. We just finished snow removal, so we're able to do a lot of those jobs while still keeping way more than our 6-foot social distance. But that being said, we're definitely not doing any indoor work for anyone for the time being. Anyway, just to be safe and healthy. I expect that things will be a little quieter this summer, but that's okay too, because I didn't even unwinterize my camper last summer. So, if I get a little extra family time, I will not be disappointed.
Right. Yeah, it's nice. You know, and I think your view on it, Tim, is such a nice, refreshing view because I think myself, just talking to different people, we're going to have some. There's people that are really stressed, Tim, and
Yeah.
it's you know, and you want to help them as much as possible, and I think that's what you and Becky are doing as well. So hats off to you. One question, our next question, Tim, is how has the drop in oil price affected your business?
Well, I mean, we have all kinds of customers, but I would say, two of our big areas are seniors, of course, or anyone who can't do something for themselves, right? That's the first one. And they need the job done, whether, it's a worldwide pandemic or not, I mean, they still need it. They have to. But then the other side is we do a lot of stuff for people who are busy with their jobs or, want to spend more time with their family at the lake. So we do a lot of work for them as well. So I expect, if the oil price drop continues, we may see a little slowdown in that for sure, because, I mean, the first thing that goes is the extras, right? You still need to eat, you still need gas in your vehicle, but some people may choose to mow their own lawns this summer instead of hiring us, and I totally get that.
Yeah, and I think so. I think that's like even our business, we've had to go through and cut prices like crazy. So we just got to stay, we got to stay alive, right? And any business is like that. And it's not even just, you're not just focused on your business, you're focused about your employees, you're focused for the community. Like your business needs to stay alive. Your business needs to stay alive. It's a whole
It does. But there's so much good going to come out of this too. Like, I know that might sound crazy right now. I know it does. And because there's so much bad. And when you're in the middle of it, even like in 2008 with the downturn, when you're in the middle of that, it seems like every day is going to be that way for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
But all we need is a bit of a long vision. And when we come out the other side of this, we're going to be tighter as a community, where people are going to want to shop local more.
Absolutely.
I mean, people are going to want to, they're going to want to spend more time with their family unless, they drive them completely nuts while they're home. But seriously, like, all of this and the businesses, when we come out the other side, people are going to want to spend money. Everybody's holding on to money right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's nervous. But when we come out and everybody says, okay, let's go again, people are going to want to. And it's exciting. Like, I know right now it's scary, but when we come out the other side, we're all going to be stronger for it.
Yeah. And I think like even myself and yourself too, Tim, like even us doing these videos is just to bring awareness to our community. So our community knows what we all have to offer. Sometimes we don't know. We just get put in our lifestyle. We don't even know what we all have in our community.
Well, there's just, oh my goodness, there is so much local that we can get, like,
yes.
For Christmas, Becky got me some Boomtown Barbecue, I think is his name. I hope I got it right. Some jerky from him. He just lives here in town. We just ordered a bunch of pancake mix and flour from a local mill. I mean, as local as you get, Castor, that's less than 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's local. Last year we bought a ton of fresh veggies from the Hutterite colony and canned them all ourselves. Like, if you really wanted to, there's no limit to what you can get locally. Yeah. But we just don't know about it. And
we don't know about it.
It's unreal. Like, there's just so much stuff that we just don't realize. I mean, even take Sam, for instance. I mean, people drive from all over the province to come and buy ammo and guns from Sam, and that's just one little thing. Like, there's so much we have here, even though we're small. And some businesses have closed over the last while, but we still have a lot, and it's cool. It's really neat.
And like, I think our businesses are passionate. We care, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, there's nothing better than small town businesses, I don't think. Like, when you go in and they call you by name, come on.
Oh, I mean, certain, whatever, home hardware, right? Like, I went in the other day and I needed some materials for something, and it was Monday and they were closed and I didn't realize it, but Rob was in there doing paperwork, and I just walked right in, lights were off, and he's like, oh, hey, Tim, whatever you need, I'll ring you through, like, how awesome is that? Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't get that service from Amazon. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Even like, I know, like, not right now because our store is closed, but normal times, like, whenever I'm there, my truck's in the back, my back door is always open. So our customers know that. I don't know how many times people come in the back door. If they see my truck there, they just come on in. Like, it's cool. Here's your, if they're coming for a pickup or something, it's right there. Like, it's cool. Like, And I think that's what our small town's about. So again, that's what Positively Provost is about, is just bringing awareness to our community for sure. Hopefully, and I can see it, like you said, we're going to be stronger as a community when we get through this. Absolutely. Yeah.
We will.
Okay, our next question is, what strategies have you implemented to get you guys through this?
Well, like I said, you know, we still have a lot of outdoor work to do, so that's good. My one employee, he picked up a second job a couple of months ago, so he's been quite busy with that as well, which is okay. We were busy, and I've been trying to figure out what exactly we were going to do for the summer. But for right now, you know, we're in a pretty good position. We don't have a lot of overhead with our business, of course, because it's just me and a truck, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, our strategy right now is to just help anybody we can. You know, like normally in April, any of my snow contracts end the end of March. So if there's any snow removal that needs to be done, we just do it on a per time basis and charge the customers. But we're not charging for any of the snow removal we do in April. Just, you know, that's one thing. We're offering free grocery pickup or any essentials that people need for people who are shut in. You know, we could charge for that service, but there's no need to right now.
No.
You know, we've managed, you know, I've spent many hours on the internet finding the ingredients to make my own homemade sanitizer, you know, basically just checking online store after online store till I could find what I needed. So we were able to make some. Becky and I just handed out, I was 58 bottles of it this morning. We're going to make another batch tonight or tomorrow. And then I'm waiting for another 100 bottles to come so we can fill them too. So, you know,
yeah,
honestly, our strategy is just to help everybody, keep working as we can and do what we can for everybody. So let's hope, you know, come out the other side stronger.
Yeah, that's part of community right there, Tim. That's why I think you're a rock star. Tim, I'm just really curious about, you said you have 100 bottles, and I know in our industry we've had customers reaching out to us saying, guys, can you get us some bottles? Because some of the distilleries, bless their heart, are making hand sanitizer, but they can't bottle them. Like, it's an issue. It's a huge issue.
Yeah. So I mean, oh my goodness. I started probably 3 weeks ago looking for stuff, and I found there were, you think outside the box, right? I checked vape shops because people make custom vapes. Some of the places had them, but the shipping was killer.
Yeah.
My first batch I got off Amazon, and they were essential oil bottles for testers. You know, they're only 30 milliliters, but they work. Last night I found, after a lot of searching, a bottle company. I'll have to look up on my phone after. I can give you the link. But the shipping was good. I found 130 milliliter bottles with shipping for $50 out of Ottawa. So that wasn't bad, you know?
Not bad. Yeah. Yeah. That's not bad at all.
There's always a shortage of something. Like when I went into Walmart the other day, they had some 91% rubbing alcohol. So I bought 3 400 milliliter bottles. So that was enough to make our batch yesterday. But then you need aloe vera gel. Nobody has aloe vera gel.
Yes.
So I finally found some. London Drugs online has had some. So we got it from them. They limit you to 2 bottles, and that's fine. I understand. But, you know, it's just a matter of spending the time online until you can find a source somewhere for something, you know?
Right. And we have the time to look right now, for sure.
We certainly do. Yep.
One of our suppliers, they found a supplier for hand sanitizer. So we have access to 4 ounce, 16 ounce, and 1 liters. But he says that when we sell them, tell people to keep those damn bottles, like the 4 ounce, because there's nothing. So when you empty that, keep that and replace it with a 1 liter so you can keep filling them, right? It makes total sense.
I'm going to put that online tonight. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, you're right, because, you know, I had a few from the Dollar Tree of just little bottles, and I've saved those 3 because you can't get anything now, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so yeah, we're fortunate we found some, but it's hard to come by for sure. Okay, so the next question, Tim, any suggestions or insights you have to share with others?
Honestly, I think, you know, one of the biggest things is look at this time as an opportunity. Like, I mean, I know it's scary, and, you know, when you're in the middle of it, it seems like it's going to take forever to pass. But this will probably be the only opportunity of our lifetime to have this much free time at home. Mm-hmm. Set some goals, you know, make a list. I made a list of probably 10 projects I wanted to get done during this downtime. But don't just make the list, you know, figure out the steps you need to do this. So, you know, if there's a course you wanted to take online, do that, because you're not going to have this much uninterrupted time in a long time, you know.
Right.
If there's skills you want to learn, watch your YouTube videos and go out in the shop and do what you need to do. You know, we're trying to build a YouTube channel. We've been doing it for a while. So, you know, your videos, they get better with time, but you look back on your first ones and you kind of laugh. But if you want to create content, use this time to create content. You know, my daughter started a Cook Kids Quarantine vlog, you know, and they get about 11 views a day, but it's a 3-minute video of them talking about their day. If it does nothing else, it gets them comfortable in front of the camera.
That's
you
right.
know, if you want to start a podcast, because right now there's no harm, no foul. Everybody's home. You've got a captive audience. Put it out there. Be nervous. Step out and do what you can. You know, if you want to exercise, do this time to start some exercise, because I know I need it, and I'm trying to walk every day, right? Like, we have all this time. Set some goals. Set some measurable steps you can do to make those goals, and come out the other side happier and healthier than you were.
Yeah, you know what, Tim, I like your view on that. I journal every day, and I write down things like positive things in my life. Like I believe in that kind of stuff. But as an entrepreneur, I'm used to working. Like, I'm used to working 10-hour days, if, you know, 5 to 7. Like, it's really hard for me to be at home. Like, I don't know how to be at home, Tim. Like, I don't know how to be home, and I feel like a fish on land. And I'm so grateful, because today I'm really busy. I got a meeting with you. I got other meetings coming up. Like, all day I'm busy, which is great. That's what my body needs. But I think if I write a journal like you suggest, that'll help me stay on track, because, like, I need direction. I need routine as me personally, right? So that's a great idea. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's smart.
Well, you know, they say it takes 6 weeks to start a habit, and before this is done, we're going to be home for 6 weeks, you know? So whether it's a good habit or a bad habit, just, you know, you obviously don't want to start a bad habit, but it still takes 6 weeks to do either. So, you know, set some goals. And if that's just playing a board game every day with your kids, or reading 5 books or whatever, doesn't matter. Just use that time to better yourself, and we'll come out the other side better. We will.
Yeah, that's one thing, like, we focus on as a team. Like, my girls and I, we're working on just improve, because we have our own software that we're designing. So we're fixing that software. You know, we're updating our website. We're doing whatever. So that's cool. Take that time for that, so we can be better when we come through this, for sure. Okay. How can the community assist you in your business at this time?
You know what? We're okay. You know, like, I think for us, and I know it's not, I don't want it to sound like a flippant answer or anything, but honestly, I'm just focusing on being able to help the community right now. You know, we're still busy enough. Things are okay. So we're going to, you know, we'll offer any of the services we can to help. You know, just remember us, you know, we're on the other side of everything. When things get busy again and you need any little small job, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, if it's a $30 job, call us, and it's a $30 job, you know, like, it doesn't, just don't be scared to call and ask. But honestly, we'll just be there for the community in any way we can right now. So
I appreciate that a lot. I know you've been delivering groceries. You've been doing that hand sanitizer stuff. I know you're reaching out a lot. So I think that's, you and Becky both, I think that's fabulous of you guys. Like, that's total hero is in my world. Okay, our last question, Tim, and it's my favorite. What is a positive you see coming out of this?
I've probably touched on it a bit already, but I think there's a lot. But I think, you know, number one, probably, you know, we're going to be tighter as a community, because we have to realize that local support comes first, right? So people are going to want to shop local more. I think coming out the other side, I'm hoping people are going to be tighter with their families, because they're going to spend a lot of time with each other and realize, hey, I kind of enjoy that, you know? And I think the economy on the other end, I mean, I know we're in a bit of a different situation because of oil right now too, but I think the economy is going to roar on the other side eventually, because people are holding on to their money, you know, rightfully so. We're all nervous. Nobody wants to spend. We don't even have the opportunities to spend right now other than online, you know? So when people come out the other side and the doors are open and the government says, kids, you can go play at the playground again, and parents' idea of going to the playground is going out and spending money, right? So restaurants, you know, people are going to want stuff for their business, just everything. And I think just be prepared. Do anything you can to be prepared coming out the other side. And when we do, everything's going to be on fire. It'll be good.
Yeah, I just have to comment, I have to share with everybody, I shared it with you already. I had to make a trip to Edmonton yesterday to pick up our hand sanitizer stuff, and it was so different going because as a female, well, I had to go to the bathroom. So you go in, you go into, I went into Edmonton and I went to pick up and same curbside service, so I had to load everything by myself, which is fine.
Yep.
And then I had to go to the bathroom, but it's like, you don't go anywhere. I literally had to go down a back lane, like not a back lane in the city, but in the country, I had to go down a back country road just to go to the bathroom because you don't stop. Like normally I would have stopped and got a coffee. Normally I would have stopped and, you know, whatever, done my normal stuff, spent something somewhere, but I didn't. Like straight in, straight out. Like you got to be so safe now. It's so different. No spending
It's funny how
whatsoever.
6 weeks have changed everything. Hey, like just from when it started, and you know, hopefully we all learn a little bit from it too. You know, like I was talking to the wife the other day, you know, or to Becky, and I said, like, you know, I wonder, like, the plexiglass shields, are they going to stay when everything's done? You know, just all the little changes, are they still going to be there years later as a reminder of what we've gone through, or even as a health issue, you know, just to remember, right? Yeah, it's just different. I'm telling you, like yeah, and maybe hopefully it'll, I mean, this was crazy. This is such an insane thing, but you know, maybe it'll help people be a little more prepared too, so that, because we have to realize that, you know, community first, but we have to be self-reliant too, right? And there's so many things that all of a sudden just weren't available, and people just really need it. So hopefully, coming out the other side, maybe we'll realize some of those things we need. We'll keep on hand a little, you know?
Yeah, a little bit more resourceful for sure. Okay, Tim, anything else you want to share with anybody before we sign off?
It's just nice having a conversation, Sharon. You know, like, you know me, I really don't like to talk a lot. So you know, I miss shaking hands, you know, whenever I interact with somebody, the whole 6 foot distance, you know, like you can't shake hands with anybody. I miss that, you know, but yeah, you don't have these impromptu conversations. We don't have a coffee time, you know?
Yeah.
So just all of that. But you know what? Everybody hang in there. We'll get through it as a town. We'll get through it as a country. We'll get through it as a world. My goodness. And
Yes.
we're going to come out the other side. Like, there's going to be a lot of loss in the middle, but boy, you know, we're going to learn from it, and we're going to come out on fire on the other end. So hang in there, everybody.
I agree. Thank you very much, Tim. I'm going to hit end record here, and then I will keep chatting with you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tim, for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.